Jai Shri Ram, text completion. The need for a fresh perspective. Perspective means a viewpoint. Viewpoint. Vista. Vista. Vista means a wide view. The need for a fresh perspective on the criteria. Criteria is assessment standards by which the singular is criterion, Criterion, a standard by which you evaluate or assess something, by which university administrators design curricula is readily apparent. Apparent means obvious. Readily apparent. That means it is clear and you can see it. It's obvious. According to Boone. In his new book, he dash a plan whereby dash transformation of the status quo. Please underline status quo. Status quo means existing state of affairs. Status quo. A status quoist, Quoist, means a person who is very conventional, who resists change, who is very reactive. The word reactive and proactive. Reactive means a person who opposes change. He likes to continue in his comfort zone. That is being reactive. These are people who always complain when there is a change. And change is inevitable, as we all know. Inevitable means unavoidable. So a status quoist is one who is extremely conservative and opposes change. Proactive is a very lovely word, nice word. Stephen R. Covey used this word and he wrote nearly 100 pages on what it means to be proactive. Proactive means anticipating the future and preparing adequately today in order to be able to meet that future properly. That means having foresight and not wasting time in complaining about anything. 90% of the people are losers. You see, all children are born geniuses, but most people achieve nothing in their life because they are busy wasting their time watching stupid movies, playing stupid video games, or being in the wrong company, going to birthday parties, and doing all kinds of things that don't make any contribution to their ultimate goal in life. They don't utilize time properly, and their resources are wasted. And as a result, most people become losers and they achieve nothing in life. So I hope you listen to me very carefully. Be clear. You have to get a good score in the GRE, improve your communication skills, get into a good job. And the first job is not your last job. So don't bother about what job you're getting into. Get into a job. Keep working and keep changing jobs also. Because if you really want to be the owner of your own company, you must learn everything about the trade in which you are in. So don't be in the wrong trade anyway. You have to know what your aptitudes are. Self-actualize. Now this phrase self-actualize means to achieve everything that you can achieve. Being all that you can be. Realizing your full potential. That's the whole function of education. And by the way, this small digression that I undertook is useful because there are lots of GRE essays on function of purpose of education and all that. So please write about self-actualization. SELF-ACTUALIZE. Self-actualize. So the whole function of education is to enable every student to self-actualize, which means achieving his fullest potential, being all that he or she can be. So anyway, now let's get back. So transformation of the status quo. So proactive, reactive we discussed. Status quo means existing state of affairs, whereby dash transformation of status quo can be affected. Boone's detractors. Now this word detractor is a negative word, which means a person who criticizes unreasonably. Detract simply means to take away from something. A detractor is one who tries to take away, in the sense that now Modi's detractors are their prime minister. So he has done so much, unthinkable in the last 70 years, what Congress did not do and other governments did not do. This man has achieved in the last merely 9 years, and extraordinary things he has achieved. Still there are people who want to criticize him. Okay, there can be mistakes. Valid criticism is all right, but not this kind of a criticism which is extremely unreasonable. So a person who levels unreasonable criticism is called a detractor. So Boone's detractors, however, seem unified in their disparagement. Disparagement means belittle, look down, ridicule, chinna chupu. Their disparagement of his ideas, calling for an expeditious program of action. Expeditious, fast. To expedite means to speed up. EXPEDITE. Please make a note. Retract, take back. Delineate, outline or make a list. Blank 2. Abrupt is suddenly. Equivocal, ambiguous. Incremental, bit by bit, piecemeal. Piecemeal, P-I-E-C-E, piece, M-E-L. Piecemeal means koncham koncham, little by little, by bit. Okay. So pause here, please. Pause the video, and I will actually tell you the answer. So pause it now. The need for fresh perspective on Beverage University administration. According to Boone, in his new book, he delineates a plan whereby let us say it has to be either abrupt or incremental. How about calling for an expeditious? Okay, so he is talking about incremental because they want fast, and that means he is not fast. That means incremental. So that's the best word. Next. Contrary to what might seem logical, alpha males of many species engage in what might be dubbed forced charity. Now, dubbing means naming, but the word dub indicates that the naming is done with an intention to ridicule it or taunt it. So, dubbing. An epithet, E-P-I-T-H-E-T. Epithet means a nickname. An epithet can be used to show your love and affection, or an epithet can be used to ridicule somebody also. An epithet can also simply mean a moniker, M-O-N-I-K-E-R, a name. The city of, whatever, nation of, country of, land of the rising sun. So, these are all epithets. Okay. Forced charity. The dash male bird in a group, for instance, certainly could command the lion's share for the food due to his status, but instead has been known to force feed other males, which usually accept their gifts passively. This display both the dominance of the alpha and the resulting dash of the lower status male is undoubtedly an instinctive attempt to impress the females in the vicinity. Okay. Okay. Let's look at the words. Preeminent, first among equals. Preeminent means most important. Subordinate, that means lower in status or rank. Reporting to somebody. Lower rank. Blank 2. Contention, two meanings. Claim, it is my contention that I am the best batsman. It is my contention that I am the best GRE verbal teacher in the whole of Hyderabad, if not India. Claim, I am making a claim. I am in the contention for the post of the president. That means competition. To Y-V-I-E, vying, V-Y-I-N-G. Acquiescence, agree. Demurral, object. To demur means to object on the basis of some moral compunctions. Some compunction means guilt. Moral, doubts. So, if you have any qualms, Q-U-A-L-M, qualms, moral doubts, misgivings and reservations. I have some reservations about this. Means నాకు కొన్ని నైతిక డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయి, ఇలా చేయకూడదేమో కదా, తప్పు కదా. సో డిమర్ మీన్స్ object when you sense that there is something morally wrong, or if you have a moral doubt about a proposed course of action, then you will demur. Demurral means not simply object. You can object for any damn reason, right? But demur or demurral means when you are objecting because you sense that something is not morally right. Okay. So remember, though I spend a lot of time discussing words, the words when they are being used need not exactly stick to the meaning. Okay. Contrary to, okay, now what do you think? Pause here, please. I am going to tell you the answer. Pause. What might be done? The dash. First blank is preeminent. Second blank. This display both the dominance of the alpha and the resulting acquiescence. E. Okay. Next one. Sixth. It was only after witnessing the ingenue, please underline that. Ingenue means a female actor who's playing the role of a village girl. Village lass. L-A-S-S. Lass means a girl. Lad means a boy. Ingenue. That means a naive village girl, like Hema Malini in Sholay. Ingenue. That's the meaning. Naive, as you know, has three meanings: naive and ingenuous, ingenuous. First meaning is unsophisticated, second is gullible, third is childlike, tactless, guileless, not cunning. Very straightforward. Though that is a positive sounding meaning, but actually this word is to be treated as a negative. Ingenuous and ingenuous and naive, naive. This is a word we encountered several times. It was only after witnessing the ingenuous dash performance that the film critic realized he had been presumptuous in his judgment of her ability. Presumptuous, taking too much for granted. Presume means to take for granted, assume unreasonably. So presumptuous is a word with a negative meaning again. If people are presumptuous, it means that they take too much for granted, they have a sense of entitlement, they feel like VVIPs. So that is being presumptuous. If you are being presumptuous, that means you are taking too much for granted. So the critic realized, that means the critic had a mistaken notion and he realized. That's why the word realized is there. Every word is important, by the way. And he berated himself. Berate means to scold, scold severely, reprimand himself for not realizing it sooner. On screen, her impassive delivery. Impassive means wooden, without any expression, no feeling, poker faced, deadpan, DEAD-PAN. Deadpan, without any expressions of feelings. On screen, her impassive delivery combined with her dash mannerisms reminded him of a mannequin. Mannequin is a dummy, which are used to display clothes in a cloth shop. If you go, these are mannequins are plastic figures, dummies, effigy, EFFIGY, on which shirts and pants are put on, and then that is how a cloth dealer or a clothes dealer, apparel shop, they will use mannequins. Mannequins can mean simply a puppet or a dummy, an effigy. Reminded him of a mannequin. Dash with just enough life to pass as a human, and he found himself dreading the next time her character would. Dread means greatly fear. To dread something means fear greatly. Please pause, because I'm going to tell you the answer now. Pause. Please pause. Start working. Breathtaking. Anyway, I think breathtaking means awesome, something that takes your breath away, spellbinding. Grating voice means very harsh. Grating sound means very harsh, cacophonous. Passable means mediocre, average. Blank to mawkish. Mawkish means sentimental, melodramatic. Mushy, mushy. Maudlin, maudlin, melodramatic, easily moved to tears, quickly crying and all that. Wooden means expressionless, lacking grace, ungainly, graceless, without any feelings and all that. Sprightly, energetic, bubbly. Blank 3, imbued, imbued with wisdom, imbued with energy, full of, inspired by, inspired, imbued with wisdom, full of, inspired by. Okay. Divested. Divest means the opposite is invest. Invest money, divest. That means you are selling off the shares and recovering your money. Divesting clothes. That means stripping off, removing. Divest means to remove. Inflate, exaggerated, excess, pumped up. So please pause now. Pause now and work on it. It was only after witnessing the ingenuous, passable performance, I think. Yeah, it was an average performance. Grating. Now the word grating cannot be used for performance. Grating can be an adjective that describes a voice. So this is a collocation. So there is a collocation problem. The word grating cannot be used to describe anybody's performance. It can't be called a grating performance. Okay. And he beat it in. So I will go for passable. It was an average one. And then on screen, her impassive combined with her wooden mannerisms reminded him of a mannequin, imbued with just enough life. Okay, imbued with. That means filled with, having a tincture of. So this word imbued can be used in this sense also. That means she has been given just that much, imbued with just enough life. That means she is not really lively and all that. So the other words anyway do not fit. There could have been a better word than imbued here, but since that is not there, imbued fits. Jai Shri Ram.